Alright, today we're fixing some glasses. Decided that my wife's very dainty glasses, I've glued them in the past. Yep, there we go. I've glued them in the past. Glue it didn't really hold up. Since she had this little end here broke off. So we went out, found this lovely little set here. Comes with the little clippers and a squeezy bit to put them back in. So I'm going to show you how to effectively use this set to repair your wife's delicate ass glasses. Mine, because being a mechanic, you got to have glasses that'll do that, and will also protect you when a ratchet comes off of a truck, smacks you in the face. They're pretty durable. And yes, I do wear these every single day because I don't care. Alright, let's move on to the actual repair. So one of the problems that we have is her old ones are right about 0.1 inch center to center, whereas her new studs are almost 18 thou bigger, 16, 17 thou bigger. So we drill the plastic using this lovely Starrett pin vise set. And I've already done some of the work on this, because all we're doing is we're just drilling these holes as a little bit bigger to accommodate these little plastic bits right here. The process is pretty straightforward. Just drill the new hole, being ever so gentle with it, because this is not metal, obviously. And this requires just a little bit of reaming. We're ultimately going to go with a point. What did I choose here? 0.70 drill. Let me find that real quick. So I misspoke. It's not 0.70. That would be massive. It would be 0.070, and that's not it. There we go. You can't even see it. There we go. Let's try to use that one. Like I said, pretty straightforward. Take a pin vise, clamp it very gingerly, keeping it pretty square with the lens. Now, why did I choose 0.070? That's a great question. Because these little plastic inserts are just a wee bit bigger. And the next drill I have from this one is a 0.073. So it's always better to go smaller than try to go bigger, which we're going to have to go bigger. Alright, a lot has happened since I freaking hit the pause button a second ago. So I've got my number 19. I believe this is 19. No. I have a number 49 drill. And I've wallowed out the holes to accept the wider arm and these wider little plastic pieces. So what you do is you take these, put them in there like that, hold it nice and flush. You get your little toenail clippers that come with the kit, cut those flush. And you take your little arm here. Oh, Yeah, the instructions say to use a thumbtack to make these little holes a little bit wider. Put your arm, make sure you have the right arm for the right side. That's pretty important. Center those in the two holes, roughly like so. Watch, it's not gonna be able to do it because I'm trying to freaking videotape this. Get your clamps, and yeah, hold on. So essentially you're gonna put that in there, and then with these you're just gonna press the whole thing together. Be right back. Alright, so with my little pan of ice here, and still it's a pain in the butt. I hate small things. Everything should be built out of like 3/4 hardware. Because if it's not big enough for an excavator, it's not worthwhile doing. And bam! It only took 40 minutes. There you go. And just repeat the process for the other side. Maybe I'll show you how to drill the other side here in a second. So I was thinking I might as well go ahead and show you how to take the old one off. Stupid light out of the way. So you got this little dangly bit here. It's completely fuckered. Just come in here like this. If I can get myself on camera, just clip it. And that allows you to very carefully remove the arm. Again, I hate small things. Come on. Oh, bastard. Like this. Come on. Ah, got it. So, now that we got that out, we're just going to make sure that these two holes, the spacing apart and the diameter of each hole fits the new plastic piece. And to do that, we're going to go back to our pin vise, but this is a number 49, which is a 0.073 inch diameter. And we're going to step that down from this diameter, the one that's actually the hole, all the way up to this one in one numbered drill increments, because you don't want to crack this. You crack this thing and the game's over. So I found that the number 54, which is a 55 drill, is a 0.5 or 0.52. That actually does fit the hole, just barely. So in other words, we need to come up to the next size, which is a 54 or a 0.055 drill, and that one does not fit. So let's get this thing mounted up in our vise, and I'll show you the first one here before I take all the initial steps, or all the additional steps to go all the way up. So just fit it, and ever so gingerly. Yeah, it just needed to cut out a little bit of plastic to slide in there. All right, let's do that 15 more times until we get to the appropriate size. All right, just like before, just line these up. Remember to make sure you have your orientation correct. Get the bottom one on there. You can't see because my gorilla finger's in the way, but just trust me, they're lining up. Give it a compression. Give it another one just because. Yep, and I felt it. It went a little bit more. It fully set, fully seated. I guess that's the past tense term for fully set. Let's change this around. Give a little bit of press on the outside. There we go. Now I'm looking edge on this way, and it looks really good. So there you have it. That's how to fix a pair of these dainty ass glasses. I still have to do the insides because, as you can tell, that they're screwed as well. I used Bondic UV curing plastic to hold these things together a couple years ago. They're still doing the trick, but I mean, then I got this set here. Smoke them if you got them, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. Clip the back, wiggle that out. And if it comes out like that, do the same thing for that side. Repeat the process. Drill from this diameter all the way up to whatever diameter of the kit that you have. They might be different than these. Don't just say, well, the freaking bald guy said go up to size 49 on the drill index. No, they might be different for your application. So make sure you measure it. And when you measure it, make sure you measure it properly using a good quality set of calipers or some kind of a measuring tool. Don't use a freaking tape measure. Personally, I mean, yeah, it's stare, it's nice and all, but I really like my Mitutoyo, but that's out in the shop. And I'm not walking out there because it's raining. So I use my inside ones, my Starretts. Anyway, I'll show you one more shot once I'm done with this whole thing, just to close up and tell you my opinion on these glass repair kits. All right, so what do I think about it? Yeah, it works. No real complaints. I did almost make a boo-boo. I was using the same drills that I made these holes to make these holes. But see, these are replacement bits. These are not. These are the originals. So these are much thinner OD than these. So using the same drill that I would have used over here for these would have made these holes too large and it never would have stuck together. Luckily I figured that out about halfway through drilling. And these here again were number 54 drills at a 0.055 inch, whereas these, this kit that she bought, were number 52 drills at 0.063 inch. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool kit. Save you some money. The build quality of these are actually pretty good. I mean, as $30 Chicom tools come, I honestly have no complaints. I really don't have any complaint about the build quality of these. I really don't know what these are used for. Maybe it's looks like something of a drill chuck if you're, I guess, drilling your own holes. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So instead of doing what I was doing and just twisting the twist drill in there, kind of using it as a file, because I can't find my little micro files right now. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good kit. There's no part number on this, so I can't make a suggestion as far as which one it is. It's just unlabeled Chinese glasses kit. They're like 30 bucks. The handles are solid. It's got good feel. It's not grimy or gritty. Yeah, pretty good kit. I recommend if you have this types of glasses, number one, get different glasses. You know, something, again, that's durable, something in titanium that you can get smacked in the face with a ratchet. And, you know, sandblast it with any kind of medium you want. And get some oxidation in there, you know, from hazardous fumes that are constantly being pushed in your face. And pretty good glasses. These are mine. Alright, I'm almost out of beer, so I gotta end this video. Enjoy.